Okay, so here's the situation. I like to grow sweet potatoes, but I don't like to dig them. Last year it took me 4 or 5 days to dig them all up, and I think we got about 100 pounds. I had heard somewhere that root crops are easier to grow if you plant them in something raised, like a stack of old tires, and then just knock over the bed and rake out the potatoes. Well, mercifully, I no longer own vast quantities of old tires, but I did still have some old hay bales, so I built a raised bed out of those. I planted about 25 sweet potato plants, most in soil between the bales, and a few actually on top of or right into the bales. The ones on top and in the bales didn't do very well. As an experiment, I also planted a couple of pounds of regular potatoes and some carrot seed. That was in June. By September, the carrots had never come up at all. The potatoes had done okay and were a little past time to harvest, and the sweet potatoes were still going strong. So I decided to dig the potatoes and leave the sweet potatoes a while longer. A hoe worked great for pulling the hay bales out of the way, and a few of the smaller potatoes fell right out. But digging them out that way didn't work so well. A rake wasn't much better. And finally, I dug them all out by hand, which worked okay. I left the sweet potatoes go a while longer, so another 6 weeks. And we had a hard freeze predicted, so I decided I'd better get them all out of the garden. I started by cutting off the vines, which revealed quite a few actually sticking up above the ground, and a few very large ones, giant sweet potatoes. Well, time to get them out of there. I tried hand digging like I did with the potatoes, but it didn't work as well. So then I tried this. Which worked okay and was fast, but some of the potatoes had gone deeper than the bottoms of the hay bales, and this cut those in half. So, in the end, I dug them all out with a digging fork. It wasn't quite 2 loaders full. You can see this load is not entirely full, but even with the fork, it only took me an hour or so, much less time than last year. And when I weighed them all, they totaled 335 pounds. Several individual sweet potatoes were over 10 pounds. I put the beer bottle in there for scale. This one is 25 pounds. So, a hay bale raised sweet potato bed is definitely stuff that works. It was much less work than last year, and the plants clearly did very well. What I want to know is if this will always happen. Do sweet potatoes grown in raised beds always grow to such giant sizes? Or was it something else? If you've ever tried this, or if you've ever had your sweet potatoes grow to giant sizes, let me know. In the meanwhile, that was stuff that works.